Have you ever wondered what happened to the great empires of the past? All across the globe, we find the silent ruins of once mighty civilizations, their cities abandoned, their people vanished, leaving behind mysteries that have puzzled historians and archaeologists for centuries. Why do great civilizations disappear? Is it war, famine, climate change, or something else entirely? Join us as we journey back in time to explore some of the most fascinating lost civilizations and the enduring questions they left behind. Our first stop is the ancient Indus Valley, home to one of the world's earliest urban cultures, flourishing over 4,000 years ago in what is now Pakistan and northwest India. Cities like Mohenjo-daro and Harappa were marvels of their time, meticulously planned with grid-like streets, advanced water management, and impressive multi-story brick houses. They had sophisticated drainage and sewer systems that rivaled those of the Romans thousands of years later. Imagine a bustling metropolis with public baths, granaries, and a complex social structure. Yet, despite their incredible advancements, we know surprisingly little about them. Their script, a collection of intricate symbols found on seals and pottery, remains undeciphered to this day. We can't read their words, their laws, their stories. It's like finding a library full of books written in a language no one on Earth can understand. What secrets do these symbols hold? Who were these people? Even more perplexing is their decline. Around 1900 BC, this vibrant civilization began to fade away. The cities were gradually abandoned, and the culture seemingly dissolved. What could have caused such a collapse? One popular theory points to climate change. Shifts in monsoon patterns could have disrupted their agriculture, leading to food shortages and the eventual abandonment of their great cities. Another theory suggests that a major river, possibly the Gagar, which was a lifeline for many of their settlements, dried up or changed its course, forcing a mass migration. Others speculate about invasions from outside forces, or perhaps internal social conflicts that tore the society apart. Without written records to guide us, the true reason for the Indus Valley Civilization's disappearance remains one of history's greatest enigmas. Next, we travel to the jungles of Southeast Asia, to the heart of the once mighty Khmer Empire. From the 9th to the 15th century, this empire dominated the region, leaving behind an architectural legacy that still inspires awe today. At its center was the magnificent city of Angkor, a sprawling urban complex that was the largest pre-industrial city in the world. And the crown jewel of Angkor is, of course, Angkor Wat. Originally built as a Hindu temple dedicated to Vishnu and later transformed into a Buddhist temple, it's a masterpiece of symmetry, symbolism, and stone carving. Its walls are covered in thousands of intricate reliefs depicting Hindu myths, historical events, and scenes of daily life. The Khmer were brilliant engineers, constructing a vast and complex network of canals, reservoirs, and moats. This massive water management system, known as the Bere, was the lifeblood of the empire, supporting intensive rice cultivation that fed a population of up to 1 million people. The Khmer kings, or Devarajas, were seen as god kings, and their power was absolute. They built temple after temple, each more ambitious than the last, as a testament to their divine authority. For centuries, the Khmer Empire was a beacon of power, wealth, and culture. But then, in the 15th century, it all came to an abrupt end. The capital was sacked by a rival kingdom, and the city of Angkor was abandoned, left to be reclaimed by the jungle. For hundreds of years, its stone temples were swallowed by giant trees and tangled vines, hidden from the outside world until their rediscovery in the 19th century. The collapse of the Khmer Empire is a complex puzzle. While the invasion was a critical factor, scholars believe other forces were at play. A prolonged period of drought, followed by intense monsoons, may have damaged their delicate water management system, leading to agricultural failure and social unrest. Some also suggest that the shift from Hinduism to Theravada Buddhism changed the social structure and the concept of kingship, weakening the centralized power that held the empire together. The fall of Angkor serves as a powerful reminder that even the greatest empires are vulnerable. Now, let's cross the Atlantic to the rainforests of Central America, the realm of the Maya. The Maya civilization was not a single unified empire, but a collection of powerful city-states that flourished for over 2,000 years. They were brilliant astronomers and mathematicians, developing a complex calendar system more accurate in some ways than the one we use today. They developed the concept of zero independently and created a sophisticated hieroglyphic writing system, one of the few fully developed writing systems in the pre-Columbian Americas. Their cities were architectural wonders. Towering pyramids, like the Temple of the Great Jaguar in Tikal, pierced the jungle canopy, serving as religious centers and royal tombs. They built vast palaces, observatories to track the stars, and ball courts for a sacred and often brutal ritual game. Maya society was deeply spiritual, with a complex pantheon of gods who influenced every aspect of life, from planting corn to waging war. Their kings were shamanistic leaders who were believed to communicate with the gods and the spirit world. For centuries, their civilization thrived, with cities like Tikal, Calakmul, and Palenque growing into powerful political and cultural centers. But then, around the 9th century AD, something went terribly wrong in the southern lowlands. One by one, the great Maya cities were abandoned. Construction of monuments ceased, populations dwindled, and the jungle began to reclaim what had been built. This is what's known as the classic Maya collapse. What caused this widespread abandonment? It's a debate that continues to this day. Evidence points to a combination of factors. Severe, prolonged droughts that lasted for decades likely led to crop failures and widespread famine. The city-states were also locked in constant, intense warfare with each other, which depleted resources and destabilized the region. Deforestation and soil erosion, caused by overpopulation and intensive agriculture, may have exacerbated the environmental problems. It was likely a perfect storm of climate change, warfare, and environmental degradation that brought this once glorious civilization to its knees. The people didn't vanish entirely. Maya culture continued in other areas and survives to this day, but the great cities of the classic period became ghost towns. Finally, we turn to a more recent, but no less baffling, mystery from the shores of North America, the lost colony of Roanoke. In 1587, a group of about 115 English men, women, and children, led by Governor John White, established a settlement on Roanoke Island in what is now North Carolina. This was England's first attempt to establish a permanent colony in the New World. Soon after they arrived, John White's granddaughter, Virginia Dare, was born, becoming the first English child born in the Americas. But the colony quickly ran low on supplies, and John White was forced to sail back to England for help. He expected to be back within a few months. However, his return was delayed for 3 long years due to a war between England and Spain. When he finally managed to get back to Roanoke in 1590, on his granddaughter's 3rd birthday, he found the settlement completely deserted. There were no signs of a struggle, no bodies, no clues as to what had happened. The houses had been dismantled, and the entire colony had vanished as if into thin air. The only trace they left behind was a single cryptic word carved into a wooden post: Croatoan. Croatoan was the name of a nearby island, now known as Hatteras Island, and also the name of the Native American tribe that lived there. Before he left, White had told the colonists that if they had to move, they should carve their destination into a tree, and to carve a Maltese cross if they were in danger. There was no cross. Did the colonists simply pack up and move to Croatoan Island to live with the friendly tribe? This is the most popular theory. Perhaps they assimilated into the local population, and their descendants live on today. Other theories are more grim. Perhaps they were attacked by a hostile tribe, or by the Spanish. Or maybe they tried to sail back to England on their own and were lost at sea. For over 400 years, the fate of the lost colony of Roanoke has remained one of America's oldest unsolved mysteries, a haunting tale of hope and disappearance on the edge of a new world. From the planned cities of the Indus Valley to the jungle-swallowed temples of the Khmer, from the abandoned pyramids of the Maya to the empty settlement at Roanoke, the stories of these lost civilizations captivate us. They remind us of the fragility of human society and the relentless march of time. These are not just tales of collapse and ruin. They are puzzles waiting to be solved. Each new archaeological dig, each deciphered text, brings us one step closer to understanding our shared human past. Their mysteries endure, sparking our curiosity and driving us to keep searching for answers. What lost civilization fascinates you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more journeys into the mysteries of history.